Welcome to the Admin Study Room. Okay, we're diving right in today because wow, do we have a massive industry-shifting update for anyone in the Microsoft 365 certification space. We aren't just looking at some routine exam update here, we're talking about a fundamental evolution of the administrator role itself. In this video, we're breaking down a monumental shift in how Microsoft actually validates your engineering skills for this new AI-first workplace. So if you're studying right now, or honestly even just mapping out your cert roadmap, you're going to want to pay very close attention to what's coming next.
So here's the breaking news that's basically shaking up the entire community right now. The flagship MS-102 exam, your traditional gateway to the Microsoft 365 Certified Administrator Expert certification, it is officially scheduled to retire in October 2026. And Microsoft has announced its official successor path. Get ready for the new Microsoft 365 Certified AI Services Administrator Associate certification, which you'll earn by passing exam AB-650. This is not just some rumor floating around the forums. This is the confirmed, locked-in roadmap for the future, and it totally redefines what it actually means to be a top-tier admin in the Microsoft ecosystem.
Now, I know exactly what you might be thinking. Retiring a flagship expert exam? That can be incredibly stressful, right? Especially if you're sitting there halfway through a study guide, sinking hours into labs and practice tests. It's perfectly natural to ask, why? Why on earth transition away from such a foundational, universally recognized certification that so many of us rely on to validate our enterprise skills? What's the driving force here?
Well, the short answer is that the workplace has fundamentally changed. As Microsoft themselves put it, as AI moves deeper into mission-critical work, organizations need trusted administrators who can govern access, secure data, monitor services, and keep Microsoft 365 AI experiences running at enterprise scale. Think about it. AI is no longer just a neat little add-on or some experimental feature you tinker with on a Friday afternoon. It's absolutely central to daily business workflows. Because of that, companies don't just need someone to manage email routing and file permissions anymore. They urgently need pros who can safely govern, secure, and scale these incredibly powerful AI tools across the entire enterprise, all without compromising organizational data.
Now, before anyone hits the panic button, let me reassure you, your core MS-102 skills, they are absolutely still foundational. You still need to master Microsoft Entra, Defender, Purview, Exchange, Teams, SharePoint, and OneDrive. None of that is going anywhere. But AB-650 substantially expands your responsibilities. It brings in heavy administration and governance of Microsoft 365 Copilot, custom agents, Agent 365, connected AI services, AI security, usage monitoring, and, this is a big one, even managing AI costs. You're basically taking your traditional workload expertise and supercharging it with critical AI governance to protect the modern tenant.
Let's move on to breaking down exam AB-650. What you need to know for the AI Services Administrator Associate. I really want to emphasize this forcefully. Do not look at this as just MS-102 with a fresh coat of paint and a shiny new exam number. It preserves your vital administrator responsibilities, sure, but it radically shifts the focus to meet the demands of an AI-powered ecosystem. Look at the breakdown. First, configuring and managing Microsoft 365 tenants and workloads makes up about 20 to 25% of the exam. Next up, governing and securing those tenants is the largest chunk, coming in at 40 to 45%. But here's the massive shift, guys. 35 to 40% of this exam is entirely dedicated to managing and securing AI services. That is a gigantic piece of the pie. To pass, you really have to master Copilot controls, agent registries, and AI data security posture management.
So who should consider taking AB-650? And what kind of experience is Microsoft actually expecting you to bring to the table? Well, you should already have solid, hands-on experience with Microsoft 365 workloads and Microsoft Entra ID. You'll also need an understanding of Defender XDR capabilities and, of course, some familiarity with Microsoft Graph PowerShell. What this means, in plain English, is that your existing engineering skills are completely valid and highly sought after. Earning AB-650 isn't about throwing away your past experience, it's a vital career upgrade that proves you can take those hard-earned security and identity skills and apply them to the new frontier of artificial intelligence. Your foundation is exactly what Microsoft wants you to leverage here.
Okay, let's map out the critical timeline here so you can plan your certification journey strategically.
The AB-650 exam entered its beta phase in July 2026. Then, general availability, which is where the exam is fully live and scored immediately, that is planned for October 2026. And crucially, that exact same month, October 2026, is when the MS-102 exam officially retires. So, if you're studying for MS-102 right now, your certification planning is all about timing. You essentially need to decide whether to accelerate your studies to pass before that October deadline, or pivot your focus entirely over to the new AB-650 objectives.
This is a massive transition, but you definitely don't have to navigate it alone. The AI-first workplace is already here, and honestly, the only real question left is, will you be the one certified to govern it? Our team has created a complete 12-episode AB-650 study podcast covering the exam topics. You can find the full playlist here on our channel, the Admin Study Room.